So everybody knows who Casey Neistat is, but how many people have actually done a vlog like his?
So I've been trying to grow on YouTube lately, so I'm thinking about different things I can do to maybe, experiment with different video possibilities. So for most of my morning, I've been writing down notes about ways I can kind of copy a Casey Neistat style vlog. I really like the way Casey Neistat does his vlogs. In fact, he's like the only person who I've ever actually watched do vlogs. So I thought it could be fun to kind of replicate it.
Because the thing I really like about his vlogs is that they're just stupidly simple. It's just him with the camera, going around town, getting videos, doing the scenic views and everything. But he has a certain way of storytelling in his videos that is just so smooth. It almost feels like I get energy just from watching them. And I want to try to put that into other people. I'm trying to experiment with YouTube and see what works. And so I think it'll be a great video for me to kind of try out something new. Right.
During my mornings, I like to do the most important things in my day first. So that's checking my emails, doing any important stuff I need to do. I also like to spend a little bit of time kind of planning my day, getting a good idea of what the day is going to look like. The main three parts of my day are working out, doing triathlon training, and calisthenics. And then the next part of my day is focused on video stuff. So that'd be recording or editing my main video. And then the third part is focused on language learning or linguistic studying. That's basically the three parts of my day, right? And I know I'll make it sound like a lot, but there's a lot of space in between those to kind of just mess around, for food and whatnot. But who knows, maybe doing a little bit of a vlog will kind of help me record my progress on these different things, so that maybe in the future I can look back at it and see the progress I've made or something like that. So usually I spend my mornings working on creative hobbies, like making music, work on an RPG Maker games, yeah, stuff like that. But I just have so much energy this morning, probably because I'm drinking regular coffee. Usually I've been drinking decaf lately, because I feel like lately when I drink caffeine, kind of makes me a little jittery. But at the same time, I almost feel like I've been having a creative drawback from not drinking caffeine. I guess that's one of the side effects I never thought about. But I'm gonna go for a bike ride an hour earlier than I normally do. So yeah, see ya.
I just realized that just the thought of doing vlogs almost makes you feel more energetic, because you think about how people are going to perceive you. All right, because when I think about doing a vlog, I know people are going to see it, and so I have to kind of think about what exactly I'm doing, and kind of gives me more energy to think of it like that. I know that's not the best way to think about things, but for me it helps. It is so cold out here today. You can see my breath even on camera. I've done this route about 4 times now and I still got lost on it. It's just so complicated.
know, I really like going on bike rides, but bike riding is kind of hard to do in the city. Honestly, I was so focused on just riding my bike, I like forgot to do vlogging. I did get some cool shots though, so hopefully those turn out well. So, the first thing I noticed is that I don't know if I want to talk about like things going on in my life while I'm, vlogging, while I'm talking to the camera, or if I just want to keep the conversation relevant about the vlog itself, or like what's going on in my day currently. Because I could just talk about like how my bike ride was and how things are going on today. More contextual narration, or I could talk more about just things going on in my life in general and use the vlog as kind of like a journal, like I've been doing recently. Another thing for me to keep in mind is I have a specific focus for this vlog, so I'm going to try to keep it on, the specific thing I'm talking about. So for this vlog, I'm talking about vlogging itself, just as an interest. I don't know if I want to do it in Spanish or English, because it seems like my channel is kind of going in more of a Spanish focused direction, because for the past couple of weeks I've been uploading videos in Spanish and those have gotten some pretty good attention. But I don't know if I want to do like English videos where I focus on learning Spanish and kind of direct it for an English audience, or if I want to do just videos entirely in Spanish. Because if that's the case, my next vlog might end up being in Spanish, which would be a really good way for me to practice the language while also trying out different video styles. But overall, I think that vlogging can be pretty fun. It's been a really long time since I've ever done videos like this, because a while ago I used to have a camcorder and I would just record videos by myself. I never uploaded any of them, although some of them I might have had planned to upload. Or maybe what I should do is only focus on the main parts of the day, or the parts I want to discuss, and then keep like the regular routine stuff just as transitions. Kind of like how Casey Neistat does it in his videos, where he shows himself like out and about doing stuff just as like transitions, and then he kind of pauses to focus on like what he's going to talk about. So maybe I'll try and do that same thing. Something else I want to focus on is the discussion of gear, or gear equipment stuff to have when recording these types of videos. Because as much as I love bike riding, recording and bike riding don't go hand in hand. It'd be really fun to have like a GoPro or something attached to my bike that I can use to record like POV stuff while I'm riding bikes. Anyway, I'm gonna go do my calisthenics, make some food, and then record my 2 RPG Maker Iceberg videos with my friend. I wonder if those viewers ever overlap with the viewers of some of my other videos I make. I don't know, but it's all a work and trial, right? Exploring different things. As I'm going throughout my day recording myself, I realized that vlogging does a great job of motivating me to go on to the next part of my day. Sometimes I get kind of stuck in the moment, but when I'm always thinking about what the next shot is going to look like, kind of just makes me move throughout my day a lot faster. Rice, chicken, eggs, and my homemade teriyaki sauce. Finish it off with some chinsu, and bon appetit.
And after I explain it, we're going to talk about some things.
Something I realized as I've been going throughout my day and recording stuff is that Casey Neistat never actually records the mundane stuff. You know, you never really see him eat his regular lunch. Sometimes he'll have a video that focuses on like waking up in the morning, but at least in my experience, I've never really never really seen him talk about these things or show them in his vlogs. So I think that's something for me to consider moving forward if I continue to do vlogs, to think about whether or not I want to include the mundane things or if I just want to focus on like some of the more day specific things that I do, kind of like how I was saying before. So I was recording some videos with my friend Mark, and I realized I spent like the last 5-6 hours just playing games, but then I also realized that I pretty much did everything I needed to for the day. So even though I haven't really done much since, I think I'm ready to end this vlog. Most of my day is already over. Tonight, I'm just gonna... Oh, my microwave is dirty. I'm just gonna eat the leftover food my girlfriend's mom made and maybe edit this vlog. Thank you for watching. Good night. And then, before I get to sleep, I'm going to do a little bit of journaling here in this book I've been journaling in for the past week. It's very good usage of my time before I get to sleep. It's also made my sleep a lot easier during the night. So I'll decide whether or not to continue doing these kinds of vlogs. It's kind of fun, but I think I need to find a little bit of a better way of doing things, something more streamlined. So we'll see. I think the next step for my channel is to decide whether or not I want to make videos in English or Spanish.
Baby, you got something in your nose.
I think no matter what kind of videos I make, those are going to be the two biggest differences, English or Spanish.
Sniffing that K, did you feel the hole?
Because I'm going to make a whole different variety of videos, experiment around different things, but I wanted to decide whether to focus on Spanish or English. So that's my next goal for YouTube. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later.